Thank you. Let me welcome Senator Britt also, and let me thank you, Madam Chair, and welcome both of our witnesses. Mr. Nia, I appreciate very much your willingness to return to public service, to an agency where you have devoted nearly 20 years of your career. But be warned, this is not the same agency you left 4 years ago. Over the past 9 months, institutional and technical knowledge have been gutted. Dozens of senior managers and staffers have left or been pushed out. The administration's hiring freeze has left the NRC unable to backfill positions. At the same time, there's a rush to roll back agency safety protocols and carry out organizational restructuring. Unqualified doggy, my term, staffers have moved into offices at NRC headquarters to, quote, make recommendations and, quote, consult with the agency. Despite calls for less political interference and a return to independence, more doggy members keep appearing at the NRC. Yet another, number 8, arrived at the NRC last month. Department of Energy influence erodes the firewall that was the very purpose for the NRC's creation. Another cloud hangs over the commission. You've been nominated to fill the unexpired term of Commissioner Chris Hansen. Fired without cause in June, the first commissioner fired in the agency's 50-year history, signaling influence pressure. Fossil fuel operatives are infiltrating the agency with every motive to obstruct and delay new technologies that will displace fossil fuels polluting electrons. All this turbulence at the NRC comes at a pivotal moment when the U.S. needs to deploy more nuclear power safely to meet future electricity demand and cut greenhouse gas emissions, when the NRC anticipates new reactor applications on a scale it has never before experienced. It must be able to review these applications in an efficient, predictable, and timely manner. Most importantly, the public must have confidence that NRC review is based solely on ensuring the public safety. The success of the nuclear industry in America depends upon that confidence. Mr. Nia, you are well qualified to serve on the commission based on your naval nuclear reactor training and decades of experience at the NRC, international regulatory agencies, and in the private sector. But you must uphold the NRC's safety mission along with your fellow commissioners. You all must have the fortitude to stand up to political pressures that shunt safety aside for expediency. My only reservation about your nomination, Mr. Nia, is whether you can and will do that. I expect to support you, but I want to reserve judgment until after your hearing. I look forward to your testimony and answers to the committee's questions. As to Mr. Troutman, the nominee for the Office of Chemical Safety and Pollution Prevention, in this administration I would tend to put that title in quotation marks, has predictably spent his entire career, more than 2 decades, as a lobbyist for oil, gas, and chemical interests, and for influence groups out to weaken protections against dangerous chemicals, groups aping the fossil fuel disinformation campaign to undermine science, capture regulatory agencies, and obstruct efforts aimed at protecting people from pollution. He will be the 3rd such industry operative in the office he has been nominated to lead. And he has stock in the very companies he's supposed to regulate, Dow, Procter & Gamble, and Ecolab. It is clear where his loyalty will likely lie. Mr. Troutman will be one more industry proxy embedded at the polluter-captured EPA, out to tilt the scales toward industry profits and away from transparency, public health, and safety, out to protect industry secrecy and profits, not to protect the American people from toxic chemical dangers. This is what corruption looks like. I have zero confidence he cares either about chemical safety or pollution prevention. I plan to oppose his confirmation, and Mr. Troutman, I challenge you to make me wrong.